Hello everybody! I'm thrilled you're here because today we're going on a Greek road trip like no other. Forget the crowded islands for now. We're rolling down the windows and hitting the open road to discover Greece's most breathtaking, delicious and surprising journeys. We'll wind through ancient myths, modern wonders and hidden gems that will delight even seasoned travelers. So buckle up. This is about the journey, the views that steal your breath, the taverna you stumble upon, the people you meet. Ready? Let's make some memories. Greece is calling and we must go. Let's hit the road. Our first stop is the Pelion Peninsula, a place straight out of a fairy tale, where the mountains meet the sea in a breathtaking embrace. This region, nestled between the Aegean and the Pagasetic Gulf, is a land of legends and natural wonders, where every turn in the road reveals a new story. Pelion is famed as the mythical home of the centaurs, half-man, half-horse creatures from ancient Greek mythology. Walking through its dense forests, you can almost imagine these legendary beings galloping between the trees, their stories woven into the landscape. As we drive along winding roads, lush forests envelop us, and mountain villages like Makrinitsa and Sagarada appear, their traditional stone houses clinging to the steep slopes. Balconies overflow with vibrant flowers, and the air is filled with the scent of pine and blooming gardens. The heart of these villages is the Plaza, the central square shaded by ancient plane trees. Here, locals gather to sip strong Greek coffee, play lively games of backgammon, and share stories that have been passed down for generations. The sense of community is palpable, and visitors are always welcomed with a warm smile. In these tranquil squares, time seems to slow down. You find yourself breathing deeper, watching the dappled sunlight dance through the leaves, and soaking in the peace that defines life here. It's a place to pause, reflect, and simply be present. As the road descends, the landscape transforms. Suddenly, the deep green of the forest gives way to the dazzling blue of the Aegean Sea, a stunning contrast that takes your breath away. The coastline stretches out below, wild and inviting. Hidden beaches like Milopotamos and Fakistra await those willing to venture off the beaten path. These wild, untouched shores are accessible only by winding roads or a short hike through the forest, making each arrival feel like a true discovery. Standing on these secluded beaches, with the sound of waves and the scent of salt in the air, it feels as if you've stumbled upon a secret paradise, one that few travelers ever find. And then there's the food. At a seaside taverna, you'll savor fresh-caught fish, homemade cheese pies, and crisp Greek salads, all prepared with local ingredients and served with genuine hospitality. Every meal here is a celebration of the region's rich flavors and traditions. Pelion is more than just a road trip. It's an invitation to connect with nature, immerse yourself in history, and rediscover the simple joys of life. Whether you're hiking through ancient forests, exploring charming villages, or sharing laughter with friends, every moment here feels meaningful. The real magic of Pelion lies in the journey itself, the search for hidden gems, the unexpected encounters, and the sense of wonder that grows with every turn. Trust me, every twist and turn is worth it. With hearts full and spirits lifted, we continue onward to our next adventure, eager to see what other wonders Greece has in store. Next, we head south to the Mani Peninsula, a land of raw, untamed beauty where the spirit of ancient Greece still lingers in the air. This is a place where legends were born and where the landscape itself seems to tell stories of resilience and survival. The landscape turns rugged and wild, with sun-bleached stone mountains rising sharply from the earth and dramatic cliffs plunging into the deep blue sea. The wind here carries the scent of salt and wild herbs, and the silence is broken only by the distant call of birds. Scattered across the hills, stone tower houses stand tall, remnants of a fierce, independent past. These towers once protected families from invaders and feuds, and today they serve as powerful symbols of Mani's proud heritage. Driving through villages like Vatheia, you feel the weight of history in every stone and the wild spirit of the land in every twist of the road. The narrow lanes wind through clusters of ancient homes, each with its own story to tell. The road hugs the jagged coastline, offering heart-stopping views at every turn. Secluded coves with crystal-clear water invite you to pause and take in the serenity, far from the crowds and noise of modern life. At Cape Tainaron, the southernmost tip of mainland Greece, you stand at the edge of myth and sea. Here, where the land meets the endless horizon, ancient Greeks believed the entrance to the underworld lay hidden in the rocks. But Mani also has its softer side, like Limeni, a tranquil fishing village, where stone houses meet the turquoise water and sea turtles glide gracefully in the clear bay. It's a place to slow down and savor the gentle rhythm of coastal life. The people here are warm and generous, always ready to share a story or a local treat. Try lalagia, a traditional fried pastry, offered with a smile and a sense of pride that runs deep in Mani's culture. Mani is a journey into Greece's soul, challenging, beautiful, unforgettable. Every moment here is an invitation to discover more, to connect with the land and its people. Let's keep exploring. Now, we head for the mountains of Epirus in northwestern Greece, a land of gorges, rivers, and stone villages. The Zagori region is famous for its arched stone bridges, masterpieces of craftsmanship that leap over emerald rivers. Each bridge is a hidden treasure, perfectly framed by forest. The Vikos Gorge, the world's deepest in proportion to its width, is awe-inspiring from the Oxia viewpoint. Winding mountain roads lead through pine forests and stone-built villages like Monodendri and Papigo. Here, everything is made from local stone, blending seamlessly with the landscape. The food is hearty. Think wild greens pies and rustic cheese pies, flavors of the mountains. Epirus is for those who love wild beauty, tradition, and the thrill of discovery. Ready for the next adventure? Time for an island, but not the usual. This isn't the Greece of crowded beaches and bustling resorts. Here, the journey is as thrilling as the destination, and the landscape feels untamed, almost secret. We're heading to Crete's wild south coast, a place where the mountains tumble straight into the Libyan Sea and the air is thick with the scent of wild herbs. Crossing the island, the landscape shifts from endless olive groves to dramatic gorges carved by ancient rivers, each turn revealing a new, breathtaking view. Then suddenly the land opens up to a remote, spectacular coastline, untouched and wild, where the horizon seems infinite. The roads here are feats of engineering, carved into sheer cliffs, twisting and turning high above the turquoise Libyan Sea, offering heart-stopping views at every bend. These winding roads lead to tiny villages and hidden beaches, many of which are reachable only by boat or a daring drive along narrow mountain passes. Lutro, a whitewashed gem accessible only by ferry, feels like a world apart. No cars, just the sound of waves and laughter echoing off the hills. And Plakias, nestled in a crescent bay, is a haven for travelers seeking peace, sun, and a taste of authentic Cretan life. Each village offers its own slice of paradise. Beaches like Proveli, where palm trees line a river that flows into the sea, and Elafonisi, famous for its shimmering pink sands and crystal-clear waters, are legendary, places that linger in your memory long after you leave. But it's the countless unnamed coves and secret beaches, waiting for those willing to explore, that truly capture the spirit of the South. The spirit here is rebellious and fiercely independent, shaped by centuries of isolation and the wild landscape itself. It's reflected in the proud, hospitable locales, whose warmth and generosity make every visitor feel like family. Sharing raki and stories at a cliffside taverna, you'll discover that here time slows down and every meal is a celebration of life. You taste the real Crete, simple, sun-drenched, unforgettable, with flavors shaped by the sea and the mountains. The South Coast is for adventurers and dreamers, for those seeking authenticity, wild beauty, and a sense of freedom. Let's journey on. Prepare to be amazed. Welcome to Meteora, where stone pillars rise from the plain, crowned by ancient monasteries. The landscape is surreal, the monasteries perched impossibly atop the rocks, built by monks seeking solitude and faith. The circuit road winds around these formations, each turn revealing a new, breathtaking view. Sunset here is a spiritual experience, the rocks glowing gold. Climb up to visit the monasteries, cross dizzying bridges, and step into a world of frescoes and centuries-old peace. Nearby towns like Kalabaka and Kastraki nestle at the base, perfect for a meal after a day of awe. Local specialties, slow-cooked lamb, leek sausages, are the perfect end to a day of wonder. Meteora is more than a drive. It's a pilgrimage into nature's grandeur and human devotion. Onto the next road. Let's hit the beach, road trip style, in Chalkidiki, northern Greece's paradise of 3 peninsulas. Cassandra is lively, with resort towns and sandy beaches buzzing with energy. Sithonia is a nature lover's dream, with pine forests, turquoise coves, and hidden beaches down every dirt track. GreeceRoadTrips, with its white rocks and clear water, feels otherworldly. Athos, the third finger, is a monastic state, off-limits to most, but you can cruise along its coast for a glimpse of ancient monasteries. Ouranoupoli, the gateway town, offers tranquil beaches and views of the mysterious Holy Mountain. Seafood here is unbeatable. Mussels in ouzo, fresh-caught fish by the harbour in Porto Kufo. Chalkidiki has something for everyone, lively, wild or spiritual. Let's keep discovering. For our final adventure, we're combining road trip and island hopping in the North Aegean, Lesvos, Chios and Samos. Take your car on the ferry and explore these overlooked gems. Lesvos is green and fertile, with ouzo, olive groves and a petrified forest on its wild west side. Chios is famed for mastic and its medieval villages, where every building tells a story. The coastline shifts from quiet coves to black pebble beaches like Mavravolia. Samos blends mountains, vineyards and beaches. Visit the Heraion Temple or the ancient tunnel of Eupalinos. Each island has its own flavor. Sardines in Lesvos, mastic treats in Chios, sweet wine in Samos. This car ferry adventure is the ultimate Greek road trip. Freedom, discovery, and the romance of the open sea. One last stop before we say goodbye. And just like that, our Greek road trip ends. From forests to mountains, wild coasts to ancient monasteries, we've seen, tasted, and felt the heart of Greece. Thank you for joining me. Your company makes every journey special. If you loved this adventure, subscribe and join our family for more. Until next time, be open to adventure, be kind, and always stay hungry for life. See you on the road.